Live streaming. So
Okay, you got it. All right, we are live streaming. Well, good morning, everyone. We are in the Child Protection Court of Central Texas, and today is March the 22nd, 2023. Very special day for Miss Erilyn. This is going to be her adoption day, a very important day to celebrate from forever on this day with cake. Okay, that's going to be the first order of the court, is that cake be served this day every year, okay, to celebrate. Mr. Guevara is here, Erilyn and her parents and some grandparents and aunts and uncles and friends and CASAs and caseworkers. Everyone's here, so that's wonderful. So see, Erilyn, how many people love you and care for you and are so happy about this special day. And I am too. I'm pleased to be a part of it. So without further ado, if you're not an attorney, would you raise your right hand, please? Erilyn, there you go. Do you swear any testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Thank you.
Thank you all. So, Mr. Guevara, any objections to waiving the making of a record other than this video recording?
No objections, Your Honor.
And while I'm mentioning that, Ms. Bailey, if you all want to record as you watch it on a later date, you're welcome to record it, even though it says on the bottom that there's no recording for you as well, okay? Any of you can record this. It'll say, there's a little banner that says no recording, but you can disregard that for adoption purposes. And then we've waived the making of a record, and may I take judicial notice of the court's file, Mr. Guevara?
Please.
Thank you. Mr. Guevara, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, I'll call my first witness, who is Jennifer Nicole Bailey. Will you please state your name?
Jennifer Nicole Bailey.
And you and your husband are the petitioners in this case, correct?
Yes.
And so you understand, as petitioners in this case, you've requested the court to grant you the adoption of Erilyn, who is sitting there in between y'all.
Yes.
And you understand, if the judge signs the decree of adoption today, that it will create a legal relationship between you and your husband and Erilyn, the same as if she were naturally born to you.
Yes.
So all the rights, responsibilities, everything to go with having a child or having a daughter as to this daughter will be yours and be yours forever and ever.
Yes.
And understanding that you are requesting the court to grant the adoption.
Yes.
I believe that she has been in your home since November of 21. So we're almost at a year and a half, right?
Mm-hmm. That is
Do you
correct.
believe that you've had a sufficient opportunity to bond with her as a mother during that period of time?
Yes.
And believe it's in her best interest that she be adopted by both you and your husband today?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And you have requested a name
Correct.
change?
Yes.
And are you willing to make representation to Judge McClanahan that if she will sign the decree of adoption and legally create a parent-child relationship, that you are going to love and care for Erilyn for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Your next witness.
Okay, very good. I'll call Timothy Guy Mater.
Yes.
Please state your name.
Timothy.
And you are joining your wife as a petitioner in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you understand, as an individual, as a father, and also as a couple, that you've requested this court to grant you the adoption of Erilyn.
Yes.
And same thing as your wife testified, judge signs a decree, you are dad for all purposes and dad forever, right?
Yes.
And understanding that you are requesting this court to grant the adoption.
Yes.
Your wife testified that she's been in your home since November of 2021, so almost a year and a half. And do you believe that you've had a sufficient opportunity to bond with her as a father during that period of time?
Yes.
And believe it's in her best interest that she be adopted by both you and your wife today?
Yes.
Your wife requested a name change or request as well?
Yes.
And are you willing to make the same representation that the judge will sign the decree that you're going to love and care for Erilyn for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Okay. No more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Your next witness.
Okay, I'll call Denise Stoll.
Ms. Dole.
Will you please state your name?
Denise Dull, D-U-L-L.
Okay, and you're currently employed by the Department of Family and Protective Services, correct?
Yes.
And as we all participate in this hearing today, the department is still, and hopefully not for very much longer, Erilyn's managing conservator, right?
Yes.
And the department has consented to this. It's in writing. That's already been filed. But more important than just purely consenting to this adoption, does the department as managing conservator believe that it's in Erilyn's best interest that she be legally adopted into this family today?
Absolutely, yes.
Very good. Anything that you would like to tell the court about this family?
They're a great family for her, and I'm happy for them.
Very good. Thank you very much. And thank you and all the department for all the work that you've done for Erilyn and this family in this case. I have no more questions, Your Honor.
Your next witness, Mr. Guevara.
Okay. I understand that for CASA, it's going to be Ms. Popick who is going to
You
testify.
may proceed.
If you would, tell the court your name. Tell us your name.
Marilyn Popek.
Okay. And Ms. Popick, like I said, you're with CASA, and in this case, you're the volunteer, the advocate, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you worked with her?
I began with her at the beginning of the case. I was off for a while, and then I've been with her since for a year and a half now.
Okay. Very good. So you've got to see her in this home
Yes.
and how she interacts with this family, both with her parents, and we'll go ahead and call them parents, and also with her siblings, right?
Yes.
Okay. And based on that, do you believe, as her advocate, do you believe that it's in her best interest that she be legally adopted into this family?
I do.
Okay. Same opportunity that I gave Ms. Dole. Anything that you'd like to tell the court about this family?
I think this is a wonderful family for Erilyn. I'm so happy she gets to be with Hadley. And I have watched them and watched the way they take care of her and provide for her. And Erilyn, I'm just so happy that you're being adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And also thank you for your work with Erilyn through CASA. Invaluable. Thank you for that. No more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Do you have any more witnesses?
I do not, Your Honor. We've the decree has been submitted to the court, and it's been signed by the attorney ad litem, and then also by the necessary agency that needed to sign off on this as well. So,
Very good.
I don't have any more official witnesses, Your Honor.
All right. Well, Mr. Mader, Ms. Bailey, it's a great honor and privilege. Thank you for bringing this to my court. It always is very uplifting for us to be able to find permanency for children. And we appreciate you opening your hearts and your home to Erilyn. And so without further ado, I will tell you that you do meet the requirements of the state of Texas, and that the adoption as well as the name change to is granted. Let's congratulate.
Yay.
Yay! Congratulations!
Now it's time for Kay. Okay, well, you all have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy your celebration. Congratulations. And thank you, Mr. Guevara. I've signed the order and sent it to you. So I'll be sure that someone from the Denton County office will dismiss the case up there. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Before we do introductions, let me make some findings. I've had an opportunity to review the record in this case. I've reviewed the home studies on the Vavras, and I'll find that all the formalities and the solemnities have been met. I've reviewed the order of termination, and I'll find that more than 90 days has passed since the order of termination was signed, and that the children have resided in the Vavra home for more than 6 months. We're ready to proceed forward with an adoption. And so let's do some introductions, and we'll start with you, Mr. Pascal.
Thank you. I'm Belfer Pascal. I'm here this morning representing John and Nicole Vavra as the petitioner and the president. I'm here beside me, ready to proceed. I would say that Dusty Stewart is right to my right. From the department of OCK. And then with the Vavras of their children, Adriel and Genova, and it's starting to tip my tongue.
Excellent.
We're ready.
And who do you anticipate calling as witnesses?
Everybody's here.
All right. Would everybody standing before me, that includes John and Nicole Vavra, the children, and Miss Dusty Stewart, would you all raise your right hands? Guys, Miss Genova, can you raise? Mr. Adriel? Perfect. I'll take that one. Do each one of you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Miss Nicole?
Yes.
Miss Morgan?
Yes.
Mr. John?
Yes.
Genova, you going to tell me the truth? Thank you, ma'am. And how about you, Adriel? Will you tell me the truth? Thank you. And Miss Stewart?
Yes.
You may also put your hands down. Go ahead, Mr. Pascal.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll call Nicole Vavra first. Nicole, state your name, please.
Nicole Vavra.
And Nicole, you're ready. John Vavra, aren't you?
Yes.
The two of you are here this morning asking Judge Barkley to approve your adoption of Adriel and Genova. Is that right?
Yes.
You adopt this morning?
Yes.
And you're prepared to do that
Yes.
and make them legally your little boy and girl.
Yes.
You understand this is a forever thing you're talking about.
Yes.
And they will be your kids from this day forward for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You promise to raise them, love them as best you know how to do,
Yes.
and to give them all the nurture and the guidance and everything else that belongs to you. You're going down a long list, but you'll do all those things. won't you?
Yes.
You can give them the support they need to go through all of them.
Yes.
You'll do that for as long as you're able to do stuff.
Yes.
As far as their names go, we'll change their names a little bit. Is that right?
Yes.
Adriel's still going to be Adriel.
Yes.
It'll be Adriel or last.
Yes.
You feel the adoption's the best thing for the children,
Yes.
and also that we're changing their names in that fashion is the best thing for them too.
Yes.
You've got a lot of background information about the kids, haven't you?
Yes.
Dusty's provide you, well, I'm sure everything that she asked you.
Yes.
You understand that. And have you had a chance to go through that information?
Yes.
No further questions for this witness, John?
You can call your next witness.
It's John Bob. John, state your name, please. John Over. John, you mentioned the crib on you. Yes. You also asked Judge Proctor today to approve your adoption of Adriel and Genova. Yes. And to legally establish that permanent relationship with daddy and son, daddy and daughter between yourself and kids. Yes. You also think that's the best thing for them? Yes. And for your whole family too? Yes. And you also made those promises that Nicole made a minute ago to raise the kids as best you know how to do. Yes. And to give them all the nurture and the guidance, the support, the values that you have. That you know, important for kids to grow up and be along with them.
Dusty Stewart Burrell.
Dusty, you're here this morning with OCOK, is that correct?
Yes,
You all consider the adoption, is that right?
yes,
I think it's the best thing for Adriel and Genova.
yes.
What else would you add?
These kiddos are extremely bonded to the parents, as well as their siblings, in the home. They have thrived in that placement since being placed there. And I definitely agree that this is what's best for them.
Have they been there more than 6 months?
Yes,
About how long?
they were placed. I want to say it was June of 2021.
So it's
March.
So it's good 4 years.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. No further questions, Ms. Stewart.
Any other witnesses?
Let's talk about the kids. Morgan, what do you think? That's a good thing? Okay, and you want these little guys to be your sister and brother?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I've got for you.
Anybody else?
Genova, you excited? What about you, Adriel? Not excited? He's not very excited.
I understand. Wearing a suit's not very exciting.
No, it's not. You're right. You love your family very much. Further questions?
Can't beat that, can you? What relief are you requesting, Mr.
I'll ask you to
Pascal?
grant the adoption, Your Honor, the change of the children's name just requested, and then to order the sealing of the court file as well.
All right. Well, I'm ready to make my ruling, and I love that you love your family very much. Everybody deserves a family they love very much. And so I'm going to approve this adoption. It's the best thing I'm going to do today. There's no doubt about it. And so I'll approve the adoption, and I'll find that it would be in the best interest of both Adriel and Genova. I'm going to do some names changes, and the child formerly known as Adriel Anthony Delgado will now be known as Adriel. And the child formerly known as Genova Michelle Delgado is now, and I'll find that all of this is in these children's best interest. Congratulations, guys.